Good morning and welcome to the third in the series of our Tundra concerts here from St Bart's, Wilmslow in Cheshire. Now I welcome you to this concert. It's a short one, probably about 15-20 minutes, and it's celebrating the work of one of my favourite composers, Charles Villiers Stanford. Absolutely fantastic composer, such a strong melodic line, Celtic roots. He has it all really, and the harmonies are just lush to say the least. Anyway, welcome to the Tundra 3 concert on this cold Saturday morning. I hope you enjoy it. So, Sir Charles Villiers Stanford, born 1852, died 1924, was an Irish composer, music teacher and conductor of the late Romantic era. He was born to a well-off and highly musical family in Dublin. Stanford was educated at the University of Cambridge before studying music in Leipzig and Berlin. He was instrumental in raising the status of the Cambridge University Music Society, attracting international stars to perform with it. Stanford's composed a substantial number of concert works, including 7 symphonies. But his best remembered pieces are his choral works for church performance, chiefly composed in the Anglican traditions. He was a dedicated composer of opera, but none of his 9 completed operas have endured the general repertory. Some critics regard Stanford, together with Hubert Parry and Alexander Mackenzie, as responsible for the Renaissance in music for the British Isles. However, after his conspicuous success as a composer in the last 2 decades of the 19th century, his music was eclipsed by the 20th century by that of Edward Elgar and as well as his former pupils, which goes to show you can teach them, but they overtake you. There's nothing wrong with that. Sharing music is everything. So that's a little bit about Charles Villiers Stanford. The first piece I'm going to play for you today is Epsom Tide by Stanford. Now it's a lovely piece, the type of piece you'd hear perhaps playing before evensong, just gently in the background as the service is getting ready. And as an organist, he learnt his craft in the organ lofts at Dublin. And there he gained entrance to Queen's College, Cambridge, to be their very first university organ scholar. And he migrated to Trinity College, Cambridge, and remained there until 1892. So I'll play you this lovely piece called Epsom Tide. And if you close your eyes, you can imagine you're sitting there, ready and waiting for evensong to begin. The Bluebird, words by Mary Coleridge. It's one of his probably most famous pieces, and it is really beautiful. And it's a part song, and it's marked Larghetto Tranquillo, and this little gem is the third of his 8-part songs. So here we have The Bluebird. As I looked, there flew across the waters cold and still a bird whose wings were palest blue. A moment ere the bird had passed, it caught his image, as he Stanford wrote all sorts of pieces and all sorts of pieces at different levels of ability of people. And I've come across two of his, I suppose, primers pieces he wrote especially for those learning the piano. The first one is called Lullaby, and it's from 6 sketches, primary, number 5, so there's the clue there. It's a beautiful little lullaby, and again, you can tell it's Stanford by the way the harmonies fit together, and even though it's it's relatively simple, it's beautifully formed. So here's Lullaby. The first song I'll sing for you is My Loves and Our Beauties, with words by A.P. Graves. Now, it's a deliciously fluid lyrical gem, and it became one of the most well-known songs, Irish songs in the British Isles. It's been arranged several times, even for an SATB version in 1922. And Stanford actually orchestrated it in 1888 and sung it at his Berlin concert in 1889. Now, the arbutus tree is a very unusual tree. If you want to know what one looks like, if you go into YouTube and just put my name, Tim Harvey, and I've got a version on there with loads of pictures of an arbutus tree. Most incredibly interesting looking tree, I must tell you. In terms of the song, the several words you may not understand. Macri means my darling, so dim your young charms. Macri means dim your young charms, my darling. Again, like a lot of Victorian poetry, as a love song, they often refer love to being dead, dead as well. And so, alas, fruit and blossom shall lie dead on the Lee. A Lee is a river as well. And Lean is a lake in Ireland. And of course, the arbutus only really grows in the south of Ireland where it's warmer. And you find it a lot in Mediterranean countries as well. So here we go, my Loves and Our Beauties. I adore this because I did it when I was 12 for a music scholarship down in Dorset. And I remember my little knees shaking and I was singing this, and I was singing it as a treble, and very fond memories of it. So My Loves and Our Beauties by Stanford. My loves and our beauties by the borders of me, so slender and shapely in her garden of green, and I measure the pleasure of her eyes and her sheen by the blue skies that sparkle through the soft branching stream. But the ruddy, the berry, and snowy the flower, that brighten together the arbutus bough, perfuming and blooming through sunshine and shower, give me her bright lips and her last early bow. Alas, fruit and blossom shall lay dead on the lea, and time's jealous fingers dim your young charms Macri. But unchanging, unranging, you're still cling to me, like the evergreen leaf to the arbutus tree. The next piece that I'm going to play for you today from his primer, the 6 Sketches Primary number 3 this time, is a little minuet. And again, it's just so short and perfectly formed. I can't really say any more about it. I do hope you enjoy it. And if you're learning the piano, it can be a piece you can try out. So it's the minuet from 6 Sketches Primary number 3. My final piece is the Monk Dimittis from Stanford in G. It's because Tuesday is going to be Candlemas, so it's to celebrate the Feast of Candlemas. And so I will sing the solo of this piece. Lord, now lettest thou thy servants depart in peace, according to thy word. For mine eyes have seen thy salvation, which thou hast prepared before the face of all people, to be